evening. My name is Virginia Simonson, S-I-M-O-N-S-O-N. I'm speaking in regard to Rule Project number 2010-025-115-EN on VOC storage rule revisions. Requiring vapor recovery systems on petroleum storage tanks is the least you can do to address the DFW non-attainment status. This small step doesn't improve our chances much for meeting federal clean air standards in the future, but it is better than doing nothing. I'm actually here tonight to ask you to go further and implement the recommendations of the North Central Texas Council of Governments. Specifically, I request that you make the Houston area condensate and storage tank rule applicable in our area and mandate 95% control of VOC flash emissions to sources with over 15 tons per year of VOC emissions. Further, I ask that you mandate the use of green completions, vapor recovery units, plunger lifts, and low-bleed pneumatic valves in our non-attainment areas. The EPA's Natural Gas STAR program has repeatedly demonstrated that when industry implements best available control technologies, they not only improve the quality of air and the quality of our lives, but they also generate additional profits by capturing and bringing to market the stuff that is going into the atmosphere now. And routinely, TCEQ goes out and does these assistance visits to natural gas activities and demonstrates how a little bit of money can change the dynamic so much. They get more profits, we get better air. Yet despite the availability of lots of cost-effective emission reduction opportunities, gas drilling activities continue to emit harmful VOCs. In my area, we've had high benzene readings, and we've exceeded the short-term health screening limits for carbon disulfide on multiple occasions. As you know, benzene is a carcinogen, and carbon disulfide is a neurotoxin and a cardiovascular disruptor. And you may have heard of my town, Flower Mound, because it's been in the news over the last year or so because we have unexpectedly high levels of breast cancer and concerning numbers of childhood leukemia cases. Medical professionals and serious scientists fully grasp the linkage between VOC exposures and serious health effects. While the oil and gas industry would direct you to the positive impact they have on the North Texas economy and caution you from taking any steps that will eat into their profits, I'd like you to keep a few things in mind as you debate the rule over the next month or so. First quarter profits for the major oil and gas companies are up significantly over last year. In the case of ExxonMobil XTO, up 30%. Oil and gas companies continue to receive large government subsidies from both Texas and the federal government. When natural gas prices were at their highest in 2008, oil and gas companies chose to pay out high bonuses to mineral owners, spend millions on lobbying and marketing efforts, rather than invest in cost-effective, best available control technologies. Gas prices are expected to rise over the next 3 to 5 years as the economy improves, as coal power plants are phased out and switched to those powered by natural gas, and as gas liquefaction plants come online on the Gulf Coast that will open up new export markets previously not available to domestic sources. So what's really going to happen is that right now we're in a lull. You know, they're not drilling as many wells as they would because the price of gas is so low right now. Now is the time to force them to put these technologies in place. They have to be mandated. They won't do it on their own despite Chesapeake or Devon or anybody coming up and saying, well, we use best practices. Just let us do it on their own. We don't even have Chesapeake or Devon in Flower Mound. We have Williams. And Williams is spending a lot of its money trying to acquire pipeline companies. They don't take the time or the money to put control devices in Flower Mound. So we continue to have high levels of carbon disulfide. And we have health effects that, you know, you might think are random, like my friend's dog is dying of leukemia, which is, you know, kind of crazy. And 2 new people in my neighborhood just were diagnosed with 1 breast cancer and 1 with lymphoma. So, you know, we can talk about, you know, individual controls, but basically, we know our attainment in Dallas-Fort Worth is not there. And what you do tonight with these rules may help a little bit, but we really just need a sea change in thought here. let's focus on what you're supposed to focus on, clean air, not profits for oil and gas. Thank you.